Hello everybody, it's Katasha. Welcome back to my channel. I told you that this year I am definitely going to be more consistent with uploading videos. So I did upload a video last week, but I didn't like it. My camera definitely played me, so I had to delete it. But anyways, in this video I'll be talking about singleness, which was what I talked about in my last video. So I understand that and my mouth get watery, that's why I do that. But I know Valentine's Day is approaching, and for those of us who's single, I know we're kind of like dreading this day. So there are a couple of topics and some things that I definitely want to touch on to make this day just a little bit more brighter if you feeling what I'm feeling. So the first thing I want to address is just singleness. There's nothing wrong with being single. Everybody has their single season, and the better way to embrace this single season is just being content with it and focusing on yourself, loving yourself, appreciate the ones around you, and also spending time with God. So first, about loving yourself. I understand that we've been through a lot when it comes to dealing with life in general. People typically go through a lot, especially with dealing with relationships. A relationship can either make or break you. It can either drain you or build you up. So most of us, well, me in particular, I've noticed that I've carried, just around a lot of baggage. I know it was a season in my life where I kept attracting men who wasn't right for me. And I've noticed that why do I attract different people, but they all pretty much embody like the same energy, like the same bitterness, just like the very thing that I don't want, I got. And oftentimes I tend to hear the phrases that we don't necessarily attract what we want, but who we are. So with that being said, it's just that I had to let go of the bitterness. I had to let go just pretty much the hurt and the pain. And it's still a process. It's still a process. But right now I can most definitely say that I am content with my singleness. So that's when it comes to loving yourself and pretty much building upon yourself. Finding out your gifts and talents and just doing whatever that makes you happy and focusing on yourself. So the second thing is just to take the time to appreciate your loved ones, the people that are around you, no matter how bad they get on your nerves. But that's really important, especially we don't know the day nor the hour when we will be deceased or, will be our last day here on this earth. So that's self-explanatory. And the third thing is just spending time with God, focusing on God, building your relationship with God, and not to really idolize relationship and marriage, although that is a desire that you do have. And trust me, God do know the desires of your heart, but we don't want to idolize that. We don't want to put anything above God, because God is God and God is God alone. So, and plus the Bible says, seek ye the kingdom and all the things will be added unto you. So we want to seek him, and he got us pretty much. And how we spend time with God, there's actually three things. Now, I did read a book a couple years ago, and it's called Face-to-Face Appearances with Jesus. I don't want to say who the author is, but I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you'll find out. I understand this pastor went he went through a lot of scrutiny about whatever reason. I don't want to get into it. I really didn't get into it, but I did enjoy the book. And actually in the book, the pastor promises that once you read the book, finish the book, you will guarantee a visitation from God. And I did finish the book. That's another video. However, I just want to touch on one of the chapters. He said the best time to spend time with God is from the hours of 3 a.m. until 6 a.m. And it's currently 1 a.m. But that's the best time to spend time with God. And if you can't, just pick a time and be consistent with it. Spend that time in meditation and spend that time in prayer. The second thing that you want to do, of course, you've heard it many times before, is read the Word. Read your Bible. Read the Word. And prior to reading that, pray. Ask for revelation. Ask for understanding. And ask how can you apply it in your everyday life. I remember a time where I used to read the Bible and it's just like, okay, not really feeling, not really getting anything from it. But once I applied those steps that I just mentioned, day by day, and surely the words became vivid in my mind. Like I actually got a chance to apply what I just read. And later on, I'll get that aha moment. And so the third thing that you want to do, of course, is, I know, is to behave like Christ. Now, I understand that may sound vague because we are human, fleshly, unruly, vile creatures. But the goal is to be like Christ, and we have to behave like Christ. We have to embody his character, and how we know how his character is and know him is pretty much by doing the previous things that I just mentioned, by reading his word and spending time with God. And I understand that it is difficult. Yes, no, we are not perfect. Yes, we fall short, but the goal is to, of course, be like Christ and do everything in our power to do that. So I hope you definitely learned something from this video. I pray that you take some of my advice and heed to the understanding that there is nothing wrong with being single. Everybody has their seasons. And I understand, especially like once you reach a certain age, people start asking questions like, who you supposed to be dating, when you supposed to be dating, when you have children. Just embrace this moment and cherish this moment and do the three things that I mentioned, and you'll be good. So thank you so much for watching this video. And again, I hope you do learn something and definitely take the advice. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and thumbs up, and I will definitely be back. Thank you.